As a society, we are only just starting to accept that menopause is not a taboo subject and that the conversations need to be happening more. But there are still a lot of preconceived notions about menopause that are just plain inaccurate or outdated. In this video today, I'm going to go through the myths of menopause and debunk them so that you can be empowered with real information to help you on your journey through menopause. I want to say right now that this video is not only for women of a certain age, this is for all women and for all men too, which leads me right to the first myth about menopause, which is that it is a woman's issue. Every member of society will experience the effects of menopause, whether that is directly through your own physical experience of it or by someone who you love and you care about. So the more that we talk about it as a culture, the more equipped we are to support the people we need to support going through it. The second myth that I want to talk about, which that leads directly onto, is that it is the same picture for every person going through menopause. We seem to have culturally accepted that menopause is this thing that happens to older women, and it's a series of hot flashes and mood swings. Well, hot flashes and mood swings are definitely a part of the menopause picture for a lot of women. That is by no means the full picture and not always a part of it. Some women sail through menopause, they barely even notice it happening, and they are on the other side of it. Other women, it will be decades long and it will be traumatic. They will be experiencing symptoms that we don't talk about culturally, and so it can be a very terrifying, lonely, and isolating time. My mission at the moment is to help broaden the conversation so that more people can get the support that they need. But let it be known that this myth that it only affects older women and through very limited symptoms such as hot flashes and mood swings is a myth and needs to be debunked. Another myth, a common misconception about menopause, is that it's the menopause that is actually the big showstopper. Menopause just means that you haven't had your period for a full 12 months. Everything leading up to that point, what we call perimenopause, is when you experience most of the symptoms. From that point of menopause, when you haven't had your period for a whole entire year, that is when actually a lot of the symptoms start to be relieved. Perimenopause is where the focus should be at, and so it's important to understand the terminology and the experience that people at this point in their life are going through. A dangerous myth around menopause is that when a woman has gone through menopause, that's it, dried up, no longer any use. Now, I know this is an outdated version of reality, and yet it lingers in a lot of people's minds, especially the minds of the people who are actually going through perimenopause and menopause. Yet what we see is that after menopause, women return with huge strength, huge integrity, and huge authenticity. In fact, maybe more strength than they've experienced at any other point in their life. Some women who go through perimenopause can be going through it for 10, 15 years. To come out the other side, they are able to return to life with a new sense of authority and security in who they are. Whatever society thinks about people going through perimenopause and menopause, the thing that you need to be aware of, either as someone who is going through it right now, who may be going through it in the future, or who will be supporting someone who's going through it, all you need to do is start talking about it. Join the conversation. I'll see you there.